Ramban. Everybody asks, why is it double? The Keva is double the Zohar regarding the contaminated days, regarding the pure days. So there's a Ramban, you have to look over here, that the development of a Nekeva and a Zohar, whether it's the first thing he quotes the Gemara, there's Machlokas in terms of the fetus. When is it completed? It's Machlokas Rabbi Shmuel, and meaning the initial development. Is it 40 days or is it 80 days? It takes for a Nekeva twice as long as a Zohar. The Chum say it's the same. It's 40 days. By the 41st day, it's complete in terms of life, except it's a whole different understanding. Giteva Nekeva Karvalach, Valavono Birechem Ha'im Rabba Ma'od Karo. Valkain, Valkain Yolda Nekeva. He's saying it's the environment which determines whether it's a Zohar, and that's based on the temperature in the body. So as a result of that, to be able to rid the body of the fluids and everything, it takes longer. Because this is as a result 33 days or 88 days or 80 days, 66 days after you make tumah, the body is like cleansing itself. That's the reason why this is dam tor. Of course, it's not the initial dam, it's like the residue that's left over. That's what he explains. Okay. Okay. Uvimlos yemei Torah, leveinu levas, and when the days of Torah are completed, whether it's for the male or the females, it's the 41st or the 81st. Tovi kevis ben shnoso lo'ulo, you bring a kevis, a sheep, which is ben shnoso, which is within the year for ulo, uben yono utor lechatos. And the dove or the tor, which is a turtle dove, a type of dove, for the chatos el peschol moed el kohen. No, she could bring it. Why she could send the car with a shliach? Sure, why not? Definitely, yeah. Why? Because she has to smicha. A woman doesn't do smicha. No, a woman doesn't do smicha ever. Right. So good. She could send. Well, she could send it with. She can't. Why not? She sends it. Of course, she sends it with shliach. Right. She can't go into the Beis Hamikdash. She's tameya. The korbanos have to be brought before she's able to go in. Right. Of course, she sends it with a shliach. Okay. V'krivo l'fnei Hashem, v'chiper aleh v'tor b'mikor dameo, and you will bring it before Hashem, and it shall be atoned. It says v'krivo. Doesn't say v'krivom. No, v'krivom means both, but when chatas and olah. So, right? You will bring it. No. Hikrivom in plural. She's two korbanos. Zos Torah say let's zoch in the cave. So Rashi says Vikrivo limdoch shem ma'ak keves ma'ak v'lechol b'kochim ela echod mehem. Veize zechatos. Right, because chatos is the korban which is mechaper. It's the atonement. Shenem mechipor aleo v'tohero. Umishu bo lechaper. Which of the two, the old or the chatos, which is mechaper? It's the chatos. Bo atayra tluyot. So the tara is determined by the kaporo. V'tohero b'chlal shatkan krui tameyo. The Torah says now she's tohero, so there was a degree of tumah, and therefore that's the reason why she wasn't permitted to truma or to go into the Beis Hamikdash. For that reason, we said this is similar to the Tul Yom, right? The person goes to the mikvah, but nightfall hasn't come. For her, the equivalent of that is the 41st day and the 81st day, if it's in the keva. let's say she can't locate the sheep for the chatos, she takes two turtle doves, Oshnei b'nei Yona. Couldn't afford it. So it's interesting over here. Before it says, when it spoke about the birds for the Olah, it said the Yona for the Olah, and the Tor, it says, if you can't find it, then afterwards you bring either a Yona or a Tor. When it speaks about if you can't locate, one that can't afford the sech, the sheep, you bring Shnei Sorim, or Shnei b'nei Yona. Here it mentions the Tor before the b'nei Yona. Before it mentioned in terms of the Olah, and what do you bring for the Olah? A Yona or a Tor. And when it speaks about if you have two, which ones, then it mentions Torah before Yona. It inverts it. What does it invert it? No, that's grammar, right? That's whether it's female or okay. Yeah. So over here there's a balaturim involved. Take a look at balaturim. Ben Yona Otor. This is in regard to the Olah. Homoka magdim torim leYona. Chutzbikan. Always, whatever the two species, I mean, the both types of doves they're mentioned, Torim are always mentioned before Yona. Always before. Visheinu mevi ale echod. Yeah. Vim yimtzu Yona lo tikach Tor. Vishe ben zuga misabel olo vein misdavig lacher. It's known the dove, it's faithful to its mate, and let's say it will not go with another bird, and for its lifetime. That's the level of faithfulness. So therefore, the Yona is always singular. That's the reason why clouds are compared to a dove, right? We're committed to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We will not abandon him under any circumstance. That's why. Okay, that's one of the reasons, the characteristic of the dove. So over here he says, except over here, chutz mikan v'sheinu mevi al echad. Since you bring only one, so the emphasis, the one, what's one? It's the species that will always remain by itself, not go with another. Yeah? Because here we're talking about bringing one bird. Normally, whenever you bring birds, you always bring them in pairs. So pairs, Torah always mentioned before B'nai Yonah. But since over here we're speaking about bringing one bird, so we want to emphasize this point of the singleness. So therefore, we mentioned the Yonah before the Torah to bring out this point. No, it makes no difference. Birds, there's no difference. Gender, only by animals. Gender. So here, first we're talking about one, and then two. So when we speak about one, we speak of the Yonah before the Torah. We speak about you bring two already, then Torim are mentioned before because it's two and two. So we're not speaking about the characteristic of the Yonah any longer. So therefore, we mentioned the Torah before, okay, before the Yonah. So evident in Chashivus, the Torah less in terms of the actual, like maybe the quality of the bird. Torah is always before the Yonah. No, that's still, but in terms of the kavod. But in terms of bringing out this point of the singleness, the singularity of it, then the Yonah is mentioned before the Torah, because it's faithful to its mate. Right. To be continued.